What's going on? It's your man C100, aka Chris Desir, back with another video. 100 agency. This one gonna be a quick one. Give young Pharoh his respect. That is literally all the man asked for. Give him his respect. Like dead ass. Y'all niggas don't understand. I make my own videos all the time now. How many times do I shout out this man, young Pharoh? Why do I shout him out? Cause I'm gonna be real. I told you, C100, 100 to be real. C, Roman numeral for 100, to be real. I'm real on 2 different occasions. But I'm always real. Now I'm getting nervous making this video. I've never been to this point in my life. I've never been to a point in my life where I've literally had so much respect and regard for another man this way. I used to thinking like this was weird. You know that question they asked you in school? Whose life you would want to trade with? Whose life would you want to trade to have? Every time I heard that question, I'm like, that's a dumb motherfucking question. I wouldn't change my life for anyone else's life. I love me and my life in the way I came up, and I'd never change it. And then I finally started Young Pharoh, and that it hit me different when I started watching Young Pharoh. Not necessarily just because of his knowledge, his intellect, the way he brings receipts to the table. In fact, if that nigga just be right. It's the fact that the ideas and concepts that he brings out are true. And the passion, the fire in his heart is bigger than anyone I've ever seen. Young Pharoh has lived the life that I've always dreamed of having. Young Pharoh has lived the life I was always afraid to live myself. Young Pharoh lived the life that I used to dream and question myself about. I'm a real one. I'm going to tell you right now what I mean. He always be calling out all of you fake gangsters. All of you fake gangsters. All of you who can't survive in the streets right now. That's me. That's me. I'm the kid who grew up in the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm the kid with both their parents. I'm the kid who grew up with the religious background. I'm the kid who grew up going to a white private school, white Catholic school all my life. All my life. I'm the kid who couldn't win fights. I'm the kid who didn't have a mouth to stand up for himself growing up. The complete opposite of this man. And I used to fucking wanna fucking do harm to myself. Because I could not live up to the standard. I literally thought it was impossible for somebody to have this information, to be righteous, to this regard, to believe the things that they believe, and somehow be able to stand up for themselves, take care of themselves, and do the things that they got to do. You know how many times I wanted to just run out of my house and just leave? Just get up and be like, I can't deal with this no more. I gotta go. And not to say I don't have regard for anybody in my life, because again, when I say my life was opposite, it's opposite. I didn't grow up in poverty. I didn't grow up with people dogging me out. Well, I didn't grow up with my family dogging me out or doing anything harmful to me. None of that. So in my mind, I'm a Gemini, by the way. In my mind, when I would process things, I would just look and see. I know what I know, but I don't got strength to work on it. But guess what? Even though I'm not the greatest, I can still do the little bit that I can each and every single day to get to my goal. So when I look at young Pharoh and I see his come up in the way he talks about things, it puts a fire in my soul. It puts a fire in my soul to want to get out and do better. Almost to the point where I want to fucking cry, because I'm just like, damn, this is really the nigga I wish I was. This is really the nigga I wish I grew up to be. This is the man with the lifestyle I wish I wanted to have. Do I regret my life? Do I regret my decisions? No. No. Nor should you regret not going to prison. Nor should you regret not going to school. Nor should you regret if that's how you grew up and that's the situation you had to handle. But I changed and evolved to just become this person that I am today. You got to pay homage and respect to those who've done it before you. And at his level too, this man literally trying to save the world. This man is doing more for black people than I've ever seen anybody else do anywhere. Not no No, Martin Luther King. Not no. Who else? Who else? Jesus. Not no. Anybody. The only person that he gives homage to, like that, and I did my research on him too, is Malcolm X. And I mess with Malcolm X. But in my eyes, in my eyes, in my eyes, Young Pharoh is my version of a Malcolm X, if not better. If not better. And I'll tell you why. Because Malcolm X kind of grew up in my situation. He grew up in the religious side. He got to the top of the podium. He found out there was some fuck shit going on, and then he exposed it. Young Pharoh was never in it to begin with. He was never in it to begin, and he still built a platform. Albeit not as big and publicly commercial as Malcolm X is yet, but that's the price that he paid for going down the specific route that he did. And guess what? He's still alive here to this day to be able to speak and do what he has to do. Malcolm X didn't get to a point where he was able to build jobs and things like that. He didn't get up to that point. And I don't know enough personal information to know that he would have gotten to that point if that was something he even wanted to do. But you grow up in a time and era now where everybody is really just doing what they want to do. Everybody lets the fear, their lower selves, their frequencies just get to them. And to find somebody that always just had the fire, always had the spark, always had the ability to act on it, get to the point where it could have gotten them killed on multiple different occasions or getting them sabotaged for multiple people and still want to fight for the world, that's beyond. That's beyond. That's beyond. You gotta give respect where respect is due. That's beyond. No, he's not a perfect man. No man is perfect. He's a god. You are a god. We are gods. Now I'm gonna tell you how my brain works. Most of my concepts that I've been just thinking about my entire life that I could not defend for any reason used to get me depressed because I used to knew there was more to this world than meets the eye. It wasn't until I was probably like 18, 19 when I finally started watching people to finally understand this is really how the world is. Young Pharoh specifically came down the line with the details I never thought I would ever use. But using that logic, right? If we are truly one conscious beings, if we really are beings trying to get to our highest frequency and our higher selves, wouldn't you want this man to win? Wouldn't you want this man to win? Because if he's winning, you're winning. And if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and if you're supporting the way you can support to the best of your ability in your own perspective, in your own environment, by that logic, if we're all just one consciousness, right? By that logic, even if you're winning, even in the tiniest regard, but you're doing the best of your ability to your ability, he's winning too. If you're truly righteous in your actions, you are able to be wrong when you are willing to be wrong and be right and act on your rightness when you can, he's winning too. So I don't understand why people treat him the way that he does. But well, part of me kind of does. Part of me kind of does. For somebody to have that level of strength in their heart, of course they're gonna have to be in an environment that's gonna need that strength. I didn't have that strength, that heart like he does. My heart chakra ain't that big. They're not that big. And I'm only working on it now to get it even bigger. But my thing is best suited for my environment. So it really pains me to see how all these people and all these experiences he's going through in his life, people doing him dirty. Because I know for a fact if that was happening in my life, I won't be able to handle it. Straight up. Again, he lived the life I wish I had. But am I ungrateful for the life I have? No. No. We are beings trying to live on a higher frequency. You can't hate another man for winning, and you cannot see somebody trying to lead you, be your bro, and not give him the props. You can't just not give somebody props when they deserve their props. Give them their props. Give them their props. And why would you try to reinvent the wheel if you see somebody's already spinning it? Just hop on the wave. You will be rewarded. Listen. You don't gotta be number one. You don't gotta be top dog. None of that. Know your role. Know your place. You don't gotta be the coach. You don't gotta be the head star of the team. But guess what? If you are truly doing what you're doing and you living your best life, you're gonna get your shot. You're gonna get your chance to make your play. You're gonna get a chance to make your play. Niggas used to watch Michael Jordan play. There were at least, I don't remember exactly, but out of the 3 or 4 finals that he won, he didn't even make the last game-winning shot. It was one of the white dudes on his team who made the last game-winning shot. But that white guy was needed. You may not be the dude who did it all, get the biggest paycheck. But guess what? You're gonna get your spot. So stop hating, letting your pride and your jealousy get to you, and just be who you need to be. And you gotta learn when to realize you're not gonna have power like that over somebody else. You need to learn to realize that just because you don't have power, just because you do not have power at somebody's level, does not mean you do not have abilities or things that you're not here to do. That don't mean that. You got your own things that you love and care for, and there gonna be times when there's gonna be times when the leader is gonna need to call on you and ask you to do an important role that's gonna help the kingdom. The king is not about him. It's about the kingdom. And I ain't talking in religious senses. It's about the higher state. It's about the universe as a whole. It's about connecting you back to the source, so you can get to the halls of Mayat and be good. And be good. And be good. Right? So, if y'all watching this video, swallow your damn pride. Swallow your damn pride. Swallow your ego. Get rid of your envy. I know it hurts like a bitch. This is a person who's had to do this his entire life just to get by. Niggas have thrown me. Listen. Women, apparently, have been dogging this dude, throwing this nigga under the bus his entire life. For me, it's the opposite. That's why I said my life is the opposite of him. It's been the niggas. It's been the niggas in my life. From day fucking one. Using me as a scapegoat. Throwing me under the bus. Bullying me. Threatening to beat my ass up. I bother nobody. I've never ran my mouth. I've been the quiet kid. I wasn't the loud one who was able to fight and defend for himself. I've been the quiet kid. Just trying to love, express, and learn how to be myself. And niggas distance themselves from me. Niggas clown me. Niggas use any opportunity. Niggas can be cool with me for 1 second. The next second, if I try to even hang out with niggas, they don't even want to be around me. That's been my life. But I still care about my niggas. And my women. The women haven't dogged me out. The women have been good to me in my life. That's what I'm saying. People have been good to me. Are they lost? Yeah. Do they still believe in Jesus and the Bible, things like that? Yeah. But I've always had good people in my life. Good people who are righteous, who just didn't have the proper frame of mind, who just didn't believe in the right and proper things. And I still believe that I was put here to be that voice, to be that guidance, to kind of push them, influence them to go in the opposite direction. Because everything else is there. They're good people. They know how to get past problems. They know not to let little side shit get in the way of the bigger overall goal. I didn't grow up with a lot of money. I ain't trying to act like I'm rich. I've never been able to make bands like that. I never knew nobody who was selling no weed, no dope, no crack, no nothing like that until I was probably like 18, 19. I finally started smoking my first joint. I was a good boy. Very good boy growing up. Very good boy. The only money I made was working from a job. Job money. So I'm going to just say this one last time, bro. Give this man his respect. ATEN Nation is for the future. ATEN Nation is for the future. ATEN Nation is for the children. ATEN Nation is for the children. All this man is asking for is respect. His soul will not let him lie. His soul will not let him stoop down to your level unless provoked. Unless provoked. Unless provoked. And the same way you would want him to just allow you to have certain things about you that let you be you, you gotta understand there are certain things about him that you gotta let him just be him. And just gotta realize. You gotta realize that. You gotta realize that. There are times in your life, and remember what I said. And when I say this, if you really are about the universe and you are really living your best life, and you come into a scenario where you feel like you ain't got power, if you feel like you can't get the best out of the situation, you can lose the battle, but you're gonna win the war. You could lose and just let them take a fort or two, but you're gonna run up in their base and you're gonna hold their general hostage. You can lose the night. They can burn a couple of ships, have you retreating back. Let them niggas get cocky. Let them run up in your fort when they ain't looking. Now I'll let them drop in their guns. That's all I gotta say about that. Right? Give this man his respect. ATEN Nation up. Catch y'all next time.